Morning, it's Jim. It's Friday, January the 5th. In the grinding room today. I've been kind of talking about some muffler mods on the Echo 7310s. So I'll show you some of the stuff I do. You can take it or leave it. I mean, some people like performance and modifications, and some people are intimidated with improvements. So anyways, this is what I do. Okay, so I got two of my 7310s here. This is dual port mufflers. I always end up with a few scrunches around, and so I don't mind using them up. You can see that one, it's probably about 5/8 of an inch hole on the side. It's screened. I always run screens anytime that you're public land or have a potential for a fire. You can normally anyways be held accountable for the cost of putting it out and stuff. So for me, and playing at my uncle's farm or whatever else the case is, then it's not worth the risk. So, but anyway, so I've done that one, and then this one's also been gutted a bit underneath the stock screen. The cover, just that deflector, you can see I kind of was in there because it's tipped up a little bit. This other one, it's got a lot more stock appearance to it, but I'll show you basically what goes on underneath this top port. So it looks stock, but it's not. So this one here I've just started working on, and I'm trying to do a better job of showing you guys and having better light here, but it might not show up real good. There's in the can, it has, let's see if I can adjust my headlamp here. My camera's not going to focus. Has a deflector baffle in there that let's see if this will work. Yeah, basically makes the exhaust come in, and then let's see, it comes in, and then this it's almost like a deflector on the inside, and so the opening is from the front, and then it makes it come back out and go around the circle. So so your exhaust comes into the can, and then to get out, it's got to go this way and then around. So even though they sound like a hollow can, they're not. Oh, actually, maybe that light's the best. So I've just started cutting into it with die grinder. A lot of the times you can get quite a bit of it out from the top. I'm going to likely leave more of the stuff that's at the back. I'll trim it up a bit, but what I want to do is basically when I slide the screen back in, then it goes into that recess there, and so I want to make sure that underneath it kind of wraps up still, so that it's easy to make sure it goes in where it's supposed to. And the stock hole in this is let's see if I can show you there. I guess it's kind of hard to see it. So it probably starts at about a 3/4 of an inch on the far end, and then yeah, it's about 5/8 where it comes out underneath where the screen goes. So end up removing a lot of that stuff out of there, and it basically doubles what the stock setup is. So I'll show you this one when I'm done. All right, so we're back. kind of got the rough work done on the 7310 muffler mod. Here's that deflector that's on the inside that I was trying to explain. So basically that faces the front of the muffler, so the gases come in through the port and then are forced through the can, and then it's got this deflector basically that collects it and funnels it back through. So I didn't calculate basically the opening area, but it's rounded on the sides, roughly about an inch by half an inch, or 2 centimeters by 1 centimeter, something like that. So hog that out. I'll try and use my headlamp to give you a better idea of what it looks like inside now. Okay, so most of that work I did through from the front here, and just basically removed that deflector that's inside it there. Try and get this thing down. And now it's straight through. So I'll shut that off. Just give me a sec here. Now I can easily, oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's probably close to 1.5 inches by 1 inch circle in there now. I did sand it to smooth it on the edges. And one thing you want to be really careful with as well is removing any of the steel filings from the inside. They do end up magnetized because of the spinning tool, so think about that. You can't rely just on blowing it out. So I run mine in the in the solvent tank, flush as much as I can out of it that way, and blow her out. But if you drop her on the floor a couple times on the back side, that demagnetizes a lot of that shit to start with. And then, like I said, flush her with solvent, run the air hose on it. Oh, and the one thing I didn't mention was pulling the gasket off the back too. I just use like a putty knife, go in underneath the edge of it, just go gentle, and whoops, you can get it to release without too much effort there. And yeah, that's about it. I'll repaint this so that nothing looks rough. I got some really good heat resistant rust type paint for headers and stuff. So anyways, we'll show you what it looks like when it's back on the saw.